Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is player profile time here at Boardman High School, and I am joined by a familiar face and an even more familiar voice here on the network, YSN. It is Mary Catherine, a.k.a. MC Werth, a.k.a. The Chief, a.k.a. you got a ton of nicknames.
I do have a lot of nicknames.
Welcome to my reality. Being DJ for 39 years of my life, you get all kinds of nicknames. And now that you're giving nicknames here on YSN, because people can listen to you as you announce the boys' games, how has that kind of changed your perspective on what you do on the floor when you're seeing it and you're analyzing it as a color commentator?
I mean, it's a completely different view. You know, you really see everything. So especially like you hear people always are complaining about what you're doing when you're playing. Like, wow, why'd you make that pass? Why didn't you pass it to this person? It's like you don't see that when you're playing. So getting that like third person point of view and seeing it from that like higher perspective, it really changes things and opens up the floor just knowing what other people are looking at.
Some of the comments that I've received from other people listening to the Boardman broadcast, I'm going to give you one in particular, that it's very nice of that teacher to help out Donnie Riccatelli during the Boardman boys broadcast. She communicates so well. For you to I mean, there is a novice level down here that you have completely skipped, and you have equaled yourself to the Don Father, Donnie Riccatelli, where people think it's like a professional broadcast, which we're grateful for, but also very like eye-opening to know that you're a senior in high school going into college, obviously going to play volleyball at Worcester. You look at those opportunities. Is this something that you ever thought, like, hey, I can maybe be a communicator or be a play-by-play or color commentator down the line?
I mean, God, no, because I've never been a very like confident and outspoken person really until this year, and just coming onto the basketball team with the coaching staff that I have, they put me in this position to become like a vocal leader, as you heard Hamilton say earlier.
Sure.
So coming in, knowing that that's what they want out of me has kind of opened me, like got me out of my shell. And to do the color commentating with Donnie, I mean, that first game I was definitely nervous. Like I didn't talk as much. And then by the second game I was rambling. I mean,
You were great.
I just loved it. And now it's something that I would love to continue doing in the future.
So has this changed your trajectory on what you want to do in the future, or is this just a side gig? What is this?
I mean, I would love to do it, continue for Boardman. I mean, right now I want to go into...
You heard it.
Right now I want to go into education.
Great.
So I really just want to, like, I love Boardman. I love the school system here. I would love to come back and teach and maybe even coach volleyball if I got the chance. And so just being involved in the school is something I definitely want to keep doing, and doing the broadcasting here would be so much fun.
You heard Coach, and he talked about bringing you back into the program, and that was priority number one. Like, number one, the day that he figured out he was getting the position, to be that piece of the puzzle that they felt was missing from this team, and to see what you've done since with this team to win an AAC championship. What does that mean to you, and have you ever had anybody kind of shine a light on that and say, hey, wait a minute, we're missing something, it's MC?
I mean, coming back to the team, it really was for two people. I mean, Mackenzie and Sam we've been playing together since 4th, 5th grade. Mm-hmm. So to come back into the program, it was really for them. I mean, they've been two of my closest friends for so long. To not finish out our seasons together just didn't seem right. So coming back to the team, my junior year, I didn't get in a lot. I knew my role. I was a role player. I came in, give some of our bigs a break, get a couple boards here and there, and just do my job. So coming in this year, I knew I'd have to step up. I mean, we lost two great bigs last year with Belle Martin and Kimmy Goski. So I knew I'd just have to take that big leap up and be, we lost two girls who scored 6 points a game. That's 18 points for losing with girls leaving. So I just wanted to step up. And, I think I'm averaging 6-7 points a game. So just adding like a little here and there.
Well, I mean, you might be averaging 6-7 points a game, but I don't know. I watched a game in the last week that you went 5 for 5, your first 5 shots from beyond the arc, by the way. Young lady, I think you stepped into those shoes very well, and I think you're leaving some big shoes to fill. When you look at your growth over the last year, you said, hey, I've got to become a leader. It's hard to have the nickname Chief and not be a leader. What's the leadership style? What has been your path to leadership, and how have you really come out of your shell outside of putting on a headset?
I mean, this team has so much potential. I mean, the girls, the coaching staff, just everything we've done and put in and the work. When I see someone slacking, it's like this team is so good. And if you put in the effort and if you put in the time and the energy, we're going to be so good and we're going to make a run. We're going to go far. And so it just hurts me to see someone like not putting in the effort when I know that they can and they can be great. So I get on their back. I mean, I will say I have definitely been more vocal about that this year than before. So
it's funny, the no pun intended. You say it hurts you, and here we go. Show it off. You got that.
Yep.
There's an ankle
Swollen
down there
ankle.
somewhere. You've played hurt.
Yeah.
And as a senior, you have to, because you're not given another opportunity next year to come back. How hurt have you been, and how much pain have you had to play through successfully, by the way?
I mean, West Branch, I broke my hand, like right in my palm, broke a metacarpal, and I thought I dislocated a finger, and I was just like, let's pop it back into place, tape my fingers, I'm going, we're losing this game, I want to keep playing. And I played through the whole game like that. I got hurt in the first quarter, and next day my hand is completely swollen. Got x-rays, they found out it was broken, and I was devastated because I didn't want that to be my last game. And so the next game up on our schedule was, I want to believe it was Fitch, and they lost by 2. And that hurt so bad because I knew if I was out there, we'd win that game. Like, I just knew. And so the next game they played Warren. We won, celebrated. The next game was Canfield, and I knew I needed to be back for that game. So, my dad helped fashion this foam pad, got it back out there, and we got that double overtime win. It was huge. And it just meant so much to me to, know that I got to play for my team.
Well, and I heard a story where whatever you were using was illegal. You couldn't use it. So your dad literally created something? Is that what you're telling me?
He bought some craft foam, taped it to my hand, and said, go play,
Wow. All right. So we talked about Dad being creative. Talk about Mom and Dad and how supportive they've been of this entire journey. I mean, I saw a picture of you. Listen, I saw a picture of you in tears with your dad on senior night. I mean, what has this journey been like for them through your eyes?
I mean, my dad was my first basketball coach, 4th grade. And, we have fought probably every single basketball game I've ever had, but he's been my biggest supporter and my biggest rock. Like, he's taught me so much about basketball and outside of it. He's taught me how to be a good person, and he does so much for the community. He is currently the police chief of Boardman, kind of where I got my nickname.
No.
So, I see what he does in the community, and that just inspires me to go out and, do my part because I see what he's doing. And my mom, she carries herself so well. She's someone I always go to talk about and just, de-stress. So they've definitely been my rocks, throughout my whole high school careers.
So when I say Boardman community and when you wear the Boardman jersey and the Spartans on your chest, what does it mean to you to represent this community and wear the maroon and white?
I mean, this community has done so much for me. I mean, I met Hamilton through, he mentioned earlier, the Little League program that got me into the sport that has done so much for me, taught me so much, gave me 2 of my best friends.
You're speaking about basketball or volleyball?
Both. I mean, everything.
That's incredible.
Both. They've done so much for me. The teachers here at in all of the schools really are just so incredible at what they do. And just even the people, the fans we have coming in every night, they're just so supportive. And it's something I just want to be a part of for the rest of my life.
That's incredible. MC, I can't thank you enough on so many different levels for being who you are, being a leader, stepping into being not just a great basketball player, but a tremendous young lady, not just on the floor, but in the community. We wish you so much. It hurts me because we had those conversations about Westminster, my alma mater. But I'm so proud of you for going to Worcester and following your dreams and doing everything that you need to do. And I'm more excited for you because now you've got a side gig and come down and you can help the Dawn Father whenever the winter break happens. So congratulations. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
More after that.